for your notebook. Show me the meaning of rescue. To save somebody, the meaning of rescue.
To deliver you from something, take you for something.
So you're the poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue, the meaning of rescue. That can't help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But you can't tell in the water. He can't put one making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I leave you Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Joseph Baga. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't in 1 year. What will be our result the following year?
Okay, thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Manning.
Patience Manning. You selling the market here?
Yes.
What you selling at here?
Yes.
But I'm saying that you're getting feeling, huh?
No market. Can't get some. I go look for some.
You go look for the market, you see some?
I see food, call it food press. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another press. When you come, you buy a different press. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on my. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say he came to rescue us. But the rescue that ain't doing that, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not bringing nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor runner running? They want not doing the one. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to spare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got north from the south God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we're not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of zooming.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the zooming that we bring in Georgia back up with them. Because we are trying to sell our push. But now the zooming. When you say I see that we are so stinking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children. We ask him to please help us to make our children to leave zooming. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back. Hata, police people beating our children on the street. They say they should wear stuff, they should become over there, walk over that one, everything they do. But what police people are killing? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't Napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So you should tell our president to help we the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and go for it. You don't let that God take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there, all
So we praying God, let it finish. Now they play where I say I'm happy. I'm going to tell my own people. I say, yeah, let's pray with it. We coming to finish now. Our suffering coming to finish. So I'm going to tell them.
The tour of the ongoing project at the Timber River Bridge by the government was greeted with appreciation by passengers and residents in the area. Giving a brief history about government's intervention of the Timber River Bridge project was Public Works Minister Mabutu Nyipan.
You will recall that in 2017, the government of Liberia signed a contract with Jupiter Construction Company for the replacement of 3 important bridges that have aged significantly along the route between Grand Bassa and the southeast. Today, we are very pleased that we have come and we have seen progress, significant progress, that has been made on the first of the 3 Bailey bridges that are targeted for replacement. Where we are right now is the Timber River Bridge. This river is the boundary between Grand Bassa County and Riverside County. And over the years, the Bailey Bridge that was here has been experiencing a lot of problems, structural problems, etc., etc. And so the government made a determination that we would change this Bailey Bridge. And so upon the inception of this new administration, we reactivated the contract, which was signed in 2017. And upon the reactivation of the contract, we made some payments. And as a consequence of those payments, today we've come to see a brand new Bailey Bridge over the Timor River Bridge. And we'd like to first say thank God. Thank God for this important development. We'd like to thank His Excellency, the President, for his commitment to infrastructure development in our country. We want to thank our contractors. They've done so well. Our contractors, the team of engineers, the team of technicians, and a team of ordinary workers, 100% Liberians. I think this is good news for our country. And so we've come today. You will recall also that 3 months ago, the contractor started work on this project. In earnest, 3 months ago. In fact, we'll say technically 2 months, 2 weeks ago. Today, if you look at the work that has been done, you will agree with me that the completion of this bridge is between 95 to 97%. What is left is something that can be done in 5 days. In 5 days, all of the works around you. But again, as engineers, as technicians, when the work is completed, you have to give time for what we call demobilization, so that the area will be clear. And so we can say to you today, and we want you to say to the Liberian people, that yes, we indicated at a point in time that by the 15th, this bridge will be completed. Today is the 16th. We've come on the 16th, and you see 95 to 97% completion. And the reason why we have the little 3% problem is because of the heavy downpour of rains, which occurred over the past 2 weeks. And you know, this is nature. There is little or nothing that we can do about it. But in the midst of it, especially during the rainy season, the contractors have been able to work to reach this level of progress. The Ministry of Public Works is impressed. We are very happy. And we can say that this bridge will be opened to vehicular traffic on the 24th of July, 2019. So 2019, all of the kingdom business that you see down the waterside will be over. The bridge will be opened. The people who travel along this route will have a brand new Bailey Bridge. Their safety will be assured. Security will be assured, and goods and services will move across this bridge freely without hindrance.
Minister Nipan said he was satisfied with the progress of the project.
You know what we had here before was almost like a death trap. Yeah. A death trap. So we had to take the hard decision. We recall that the old bridge that was here was totally removed on the hindrance.
Minister Nipan said he was satisfied with the progress of the project.
You know what we had here before was almost like a death trap. Yeah. A death trap. So we had to take the hard decision. We recall that the old bridge that was here was totally removed on the 4th of May. By May 4th, the old bridge was completely removed. And we are now saying to you that by July the 24th, you have a brand new Bailey Bridge. So under 2 months, or within 2 months, our engineers, our technicians, the contractor, even the manufacturer of the bridge had to come all the way from the States to come here and work with our people. That tells you that we want to be assured of value for money. We want to be assured of the best standards. And so today we can proudly say that the problems of the Timber River Bridge are problems of the past. We now have a brand new Bailey Bridge, which will be opened to vehicular traffic on the 24th of July. On that day, again, we'll converge here, all of us, because this is a significant infrastructure development. And then we'll cut the ribbon, and the bridge will be open to vehicular traffic. Again, like I said earlier, I want to say thank you to the president. These are difficult times for our country, economically speaking. But irrespective of that, the president will take the hard decision to put resources aside for infrastructure development. Imagine if the president didn't have the political will to say, look, let's make payment for a new Bailey Bridge over Timbo. But today we'll still be grappling with the issue of that death trap that is in the past now. So I want to say thank you, Mr. President. I want to say thank you to the entire government. Because Mr. President has said that under his administration, he will connect the various capital cities of our country. He will connect our communities. He will connect Liberia to Liberians. And what we see here today is a clear manifestation of the commitment of Mr. President.
Well, contrary to reports, Representative Matthew Jade of Grand Bassa County said he's happy to see the fast development of the project in a short period.
What are you guys, the full estate for coming, to actually see the reality, and also to the engineering crew here for their high level of work here. We are actually impressed. More especially, we have been hearing news of rumors, about the joy here have been, underperformed and all of those things. And that is why the minister make it, his big business to bring us as legislators, to see the fact and to actually, convey the information. information to our colleague at the house that the ministry is actually doing well, in order to connect two counties. So as you can see here, Ali, we see the very good improvement. The work is well done, and I mean we are encouraged. And so I am going back and I will inform my colleague that all that we have been hearing, they are all not true. And actually, work here at the Timor River is actually good. And like what he just said, in 5 days time, this road will be open to the public, and our people have access, to commute in between Bassa and Riverside.
The Timber River Bridge, according to the contractor of Jupiter Construction Company, Floyd Thomas, will be completed soon.
Most definitely. Before the July celebration, we're looking forward to having traffic in the next one.
The next one would mean that there will be car flying this particular bridge. Is that what you say?
If you look up there, we already got the decking ready to go on. We'll start putting them on. Actually, wanted to start putting them on today. But yes, we are set.
Currently, residents and passengers are using canoes to cross to and from Timber River due to the ongoing bridge project. But what do they make of the ongoing project?
The bridge is a problem for we motorcycle because when we bring passenger and we come to the water side, if those are had a boat, they charge of $500 for each part to cross. Then if you have to come with me, we are probably too much for people, which is $750. Sometimes someone need to pay so that we the motorcycle they string us. They string us, so sometimes we charge them, we have to add a press on while we come to pay to the water side. I see it be a farm project. It's a farm project for me. It's only taking just a matter of time. For me, I would like to extend my appreciation for the construction of the bridge because one of my friends left, on the bridge by accident. So the old bridge that was there while crossing, he fell into the broken pieces that were there and he left in the water. So, it was very powerful. For now, we see the question of the bridge and we are very happy because when the bridge finish, we'll be passing free without paying money to those that have boat or canoe. So for the construction of the bridge, I will tell you the government, thank you.
Very difficult for us because we are facing many problems here. You see it? Because even the passenger all complaining because the transportation now is very hard. But very happy. I'm very happy. I'll be very glad for that. If the bridge finish, then that means it's suffering a little bit because I'm happy. If there is no bridge down there, it can be embarrassed. But since they are trying to doing well, if they are doing well, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for that. I'm very, very happy for that because I know they are improving. If it were not soon, because they never started soon. It's been almost 3 to 4 months before they started this bridge. And now, since they started it, they have not made complete 2 months.
And I
Tell us about
one for the bridge to finish. Now we are suffering. 2 times, 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, from I live Atia. From Atia, yeah, I pay. From here, I will pay Kino. When I get low, they will charge it low before I carry a crop. They carry to the car. From a crop, began 800. If I take more car, so we're suffering.
So is it working?
Yeah.
The plan the government have to put a bridge here. You see it working?
The bridge is going on good. I'm happy.
The bridge going on good.
When I take 1 month, I will happy boy will still finish. Then they suffering but 5 minutes bridge spoil. Then we are living here with suffering, but now when God make it, when I 2 months I finish, we all the hard time feeling and no suffering again. So we praying God, let it finish. Now they play where I say I'm happy. I'm going to tell my own people I say, yeah, let's pray with it. We coming to finish now. Our suffering coming to finish. So I'm going to tell them.
We just pray to God that God will empower the people to do more what we want for them to do. But this problem we catch a lot of difficulty. In business people we just stop to be very frank. You see, they plan some we got the plan almost 2 months a year. Our business are spoiling. But we pray to God at least the stage at the bridge on. We pray to God that it will end as soon as possible. We got hope because we see it at least the state that it in. We pray to God that God will make it possible for us.
It is true people are crossing all using the canal to cross all the water because
no means to pass all the water, so they have to use the canal to pass. Yeah, I'm very excited for the development because our people is suffering. Some people, they are not certified, they are taking risks with their life. What they want to. I can tell the government of thank you because of the work that they are doing for us. And our people have the crops they want to take to town, but because of the bridge, some of them crops will stay at the area and spoil. So I want to tell the government thank you for the construction they carry on for the doing. I have the hope that pretty soon we'll be passing on our new bridge. Yeah.
Upon full completion and based on proper maintenance, it is expected that the bridge, according to experts, will last for 80 to 100 years.
To me, the Emirate citizen on the pitch, leaving Europe at that time, but my services were still being sought by many of the world top clubs was no small feat. But sometimes in life, it is important to put people and friendship above material gains. I'm glad that I did that at that time. And I'm also glad to see that that act of friendship is today yielding dividends for my country. I therefore want to express in this public manner my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, for this profound act of humanitarian generosity to the people of Liberia. I would also like to thank him for the very high level of representation that he has sent to grace this occasion on his government behalf, led by His Excellency Sheikh Shabu Naya Al Naya, Minister of State, Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the United Arab Emirates. Including Excellency Dr. Asha Sultan Al-Tahiri, Executive Director of the Military Health Services of the UAE Army, among others. Your Excellency, Thank you for coming to Liberia to share this historic moment with us. You are very welcome. Mahaba. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the inauguration of this eminent hospital today is the further manifestation of my government commitment to improving the quality of health services in Liberia by expanding health coverage to our rural population. This now brings to a total of 3 entirely new hospitals that have been built and opened during my administration, namely Nigeria Hospital, Riverside, 14 Military Hospital, Magibi, and now the Emerald Hospital. And more is on the way. We hope to see more. When I stopped here more than a year ago during my county tour, it was easier to spot the historical deficit that Bapolu County has suffered in infrastructure and healthcare. It was therefore never a difficult decision to choose Bapolu as the location for this hospital complex. It is my hope that we can now have an adequate number of trained staff to man this excellent facility. I would also like to thank the management and staff, the inbox, global billing, contracting, LCC, Dubai, UAE, the construction company that built this facility in only 14 months from groundbreaking in spite of the challenges brought about by the COVID pandemic. More. When I stopped here more than a year ago during my county tour,
Since its inauguration on January 22, 2018, President George WEAH has been living up to promises made to the Liberian people. Although the president intimated that he is not promising quick fixes or miracles, but his passion for transforming the livelihood of the Liberian people is certainly showing some quick fixes.
The sooner we all merge our energies towards cementing these new norms and values, the sooner we will transform our beloved country for the better. In doing so, we must also learn the virtues of patience and learn to lower our expectations, for I do not promise you quick fixes or miracles. Instead, my pledge to you today is that my administration, with your help, will make steady and deliberate progress towards achieving the hopes and aspirations that you cherish in your heart for Mama Liberia.
In this maiden edition, Doe community and Claratown residents are grateful for the construction of the 2.7-kilometer asphalt road pavement connecting the two communities. On May 7, 2018, His Excellency George WEAH, Liberia's pro-poll president, visited Doe community and requested his public works minister to immediately commence the construction of the road network to Claratown. President WEAH symbolically jump-started the project by moving the road construction equipment, bringing joy to the tens of thousands of residents that Change for Hope has arrived. The road construction immediately commenced. Throughout the course of the project, the residents continued to express their satisfaction. Some residents spoke of the challenges faced by the lack of better road in their community.
Even the girl for you on the roads of rocking on. They get food when it rain and I was rocking on the road. But at least since they start fixing the road, at least things are really alright now for the road. The road are alright. And for motor want to come here when it rain. So whatever they bring, we'll go back on market for radar, we'll stop on the road. We'll tell our head to bring it in. For on the road to come here, we will charge you more than $100 because of the road. Because they were all on the road.
For the past years, we've been observing the road issue as one of the key issues to the community. With regard to the bad road condition of the community. From time in past, we've been experiencing flood. When it rains, no way for people to get out. The road being bad.
But my prayer is here, you will cry for me.
And then I in the water. And I get paid.
The road is going to ease access to health care for the residents.
Any emergency, you find it difficult because there's no road. Even when you tell the police vehicle that will have emergency here, the police will not attend to you. Even motor car, what will come for pregnant woman or for any emergency that somebody is seriously ill, they will not come because of the road condition. So for now, you can see the road is fresh, new. I believe that as you call them now, they will only be rushing to come and see because they themselves want to see the road also.
Students are now having easy access to their schools.
For us, the road was very bad. To move on to our house and get on our campus here, was easy to the water is so full. Oh, anyway, you get on to myself. That the same thing your uniform you get there, you can mess up before getting on your campus.
The time the road was bad, we used to walk in water, going to school, people falling down from water bad. But now, we're happy the way they go face. You can walk freely, nothing can disturb you.
Others lavish praises on their president for keeping his campaign promise.
I thank you for Okoki to dedicate a road for us. Where they were for us.
I never thought that road would pass here. It's beyond my imagination. I can't get over it for road to pass here. I was one of those that were on the international media on CCTV. I was interviewed about George WEAH. Who is George WEAH? And I told the international world about George WEAH, that George WEAH was going to make a positive change. And today, I think everybody here can see it. No one here is suffering from myopia. You can see clear, and it's glaring. You can see the development. What I have to say is this. Many people have been saying that we got educated people in this country. We don't have educated people here. We got more educated food than educated people. Because if you are educated, you will not invest all your country money and deposit it in America. Then you leave your brother and sister living down the poverty line. So I want to commend George WEAH, and I pray to the Almighty God to give him more vision. We have this country at heart because we are originated from right down here, the Clarendon field.
I was born here and I saw him even the time I was coming up, and I know what he's capable of. I know his potential. So I appreciate him, and the people of Dole community and Clarendon at large appreciate him. And we know that he can do better. He can do more than this. We know George WEAH can bring change to this country. We know that. So whatsoever thing they are saying, whatsoever talking that they are talking, that they keep talking. And I know my government will keep doing what is right for the Liberian people. So I only want to tell him he shouldn't listen to them. He can do better. He shouldn't mind the politics. This is Liberia. These things happen. But now we are not up for talking. We are up for working. And we know that he can do it. He should keep on the good work.
President making all the work free road. Working with
At this time of the year in Dole community, we cannot be standing here doing the yesteryears, but today through his ingenuity and through his leadership ability. And one thing I admire of President WEAH is he is a person that is committed to his words. And if you can retrospect a few years back during the presidency of Madam Salif, she visited our community and promised the people of Dole community that within 14 days time, Dole community road will have been constructed. Unfortunately, in 2015, she made that promise. It did not come to fruition until her tenure expired. But when President WEAH visited our community, he promised the people of Dole community that within 90 days, Dole community will boast of the paved road. Evidence by the fact of what we are seeing here today. Today, the people of Dole community can boast of the paved road. And one of the characteristics of a leader, of a good leader, is that you should have credibility. So I'd like to say President WEAH have demonstrated credibility and integrity to the people of Dole community. It is against our background that the people of Dole community, specifically the Veteran Bureau of Dole community, we have unanimously agreed to erect or construct the monument of President WEAH at the triangle there in the center square of the Dole community road. We are doing this to demonstrate our gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency, President Dr. George Manneh WEAH.
I just want to tell the president thank you for his before.
And that his priority, he said, road is his first priority. So I want to give him a praise because he's a man of voice. And I want all Liberians, I'm sending it out as a message, let us rally around this president because the opposition don't want to see anything good coming up. During the campaign, I went in certain county, which happens to be for me county, which is my county. I observed people were campaigning. There were many things they said negative about this president. How he will not, even when he go out to address the United Nations, he will do this, he will do that one himself. But I'll tell you for one thing. He's a chosen leader by God himself. Sincerely speaking, whether you love it or not, I'm seeing it from the deeper part of my heart. He's a chosen leader.
Must commend the president. Thank you for the hard work and you're doing in Moserado, because as I learned that 48 road construction is going on now. Currently, the Blue Community, Logantown, Jamaica Road, the Chucky Theater Road, yeah. So what I will tell thank you. You should come. I commend him to do the hard work and to not let him know the opposition. They will always make people.
I will tell God, thank you that Oba did well for this work. He did well for community work because it was really not easy for us. I will tell God, thank you for the work. I tell you, thank you ever so much. And God will continue to bless me here and people in Jesus' name.
Monati lespedo. Be a blessing the Baka Baka. Kokwa or Jime. Amada dear community. Busha Arden, Union Busha Arden. I cannot be a Baka Baka. Kokwa or Jime. Keba continue on or can't one about continue. Go ame. I'm a poor people.
Yo we are not throwing at you. Ne pom throw. Kunkwana. A boao. Yes, about Banji or Jambreo. Cry Benio Montana, Druso. But Nekomo for 1,000 years. I tell you, thank you.
As this road is being dedicated. Island Main Road, bypassing the free port of Monrovia. To the UN Drive, Bushaw Island dedicated for use. It is also clear that it will benefit the Liberian people, as this is a quick access route linking Somalia Drive to the UN Drive, Bushaw Island Main Road, bypassing the free port of Monrovia.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the program. This is Counter Diary, and we are telling the untold stories of Liberia. And today we are telling you the untold story of the beautiful ministerial complex here in Congo Town, Monrovia, Liberia. Now, when you talk about the ministerial complex, and then we will show you. All right, so you've seen, of course, we have some ministries here. So you've seen the Ministry of Gender, Agriculture, Commerce, and the Ministry of Education. That's not all to the ministerial complex. Let's get in there and see. Right behind me, I understand there's a big conference hall out there, and then they'll also have smaller hall. So let's get to see what is in there. Keep watching. All right, so talking about event, West African College of Surgeon, I see there. They're already done with their purchase, so they're coming out. But let's go in there. When you enter this area, this is what you see, the big hallway, and another area is on the other side. I don't want to make noise because a lot of folks are here. So we're just moving out to get to let's get to see how this area looks like. So when you're talking about the ministerial complex, there's one thing you need to know. The first thing, this is the design. So when you get in here, you need to understand this is the main Tottenham Boulevard, and then the ministerial complex. And you have this way is the gender ministry. And you also have Ministry of Agriculture. And then you go in there, you see the Ministry of Commerce and the Ministry of Education. And you have the conference hall right down here. So we are, around the conference hall. We're going to speak to the GSA guys, and they're going to take us through to show us exactly how many hall in this ministerial complex. Don't forget, it has been renamed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Monrovia. Keep watching. Welcome back to the show. This is Counter Diary. We are telling the untold stories of Liberia, and we are showing you the beautiful Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. Okay, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. So I've been joined by an official from the GSA, and he's going to be taking us through. Welcome, sir. How you doing?
I'm fine.
So what's your name?
Vani Balan, the facility manager here.
All right, so somebody was saying when you say ministerial complex, all they think about ministries, but I know there are other facilities there. So you can tell us one of the things that you have here?
Yeah, the ministerial complex comprises of 5 ministry, 1 agency, and this building we are in called a multi-purpose building.
Okay.
Yeah, that have two main event hall. One, the theater upstairs, and the hall you see right behind here is a conference hall.
All right, so let's get in there and so that we can see exactly what the conference hall is made of.
Yeah, this is conference hall we are in right now. A partition because the West African College of Surgeons, they're having a workshop there, a long way workshop. Okay. So the partition, they get different workshop to do so the partition, but the whole place referred as a conference hall downstairs.
All right, so if there is no partition here, how many person can this conference hall take?
Depending on the sitting, I can take up to 350 person, 400. Depending on how you do the sitting.
Okay, about 400. Yeah. Okay, so you can just see exactly how it is like. So this is the conference hall, and we're showing you the ministerial complex. Better stay called Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. So they have a conference hall that has the capacity of about 400, depending on how you do the sitting here. So what are some of the big events that you're supposed to come this way so that we can talk about it? I know the lights is here. What are some of those big events that have been hosted at this particular place?
Well, the first and foremost event I hosted was ECOWAS. When first newly opened this place, they have the parliamentary summit here. Okay. And they're having ECOWAS. Now you see the West African College of Surgeons, they're also having stuff here. We've been having some pageantry, and we're expecting Miss Liberia to be here. Then having Miss Earth. And the BB conference, the judiciary conference, we had here. Even the Friday, we're expecting the bar association is coming here Friday. Okay, so a lot of conferences, government, non-government organizations have been using this hall.
So I want to know, is it very expensive?
No, not that expensive. It's a category when it comes to governments, agencies, government-related agencies. There's a way you can go and negotiate with GSA.
All right, so we are leaving now the conference hall. We are going to, what's the next area we're going to?
Well, I think we'll have to go upstairs to where we have the theater.
All right, so let's get to the theater. Keep watching. This is County Diary.
All those rooms are all downstairs here.
Okay.
Okay, that can hold small meetings. Yes, at time we use it for when people having a meeting in here. We use it for the breakfast and all that stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
This side we have bathrooms, both male and female, even the disabled.
Okay.
We got bathroom for them. Yeah, the male side we have 8 separated stuff that the women's side also don't have one there for disabled person.
All right. So let's get that place there. So he's talking about clean bathroom, and then we're not going in there, but we just try to show this place. What is the name of this area? I was just passing through.
This place, when the Chinese created there, you see, they said it was a bar, so she has her own function because you don't want to create bar in here. So this place are time used for cocktails and all that stuff, depending on the kind of event you want. Some people when they're having some dinners, they do the cocktail right out here. But for now you can see the bar. I mean the West African surgeon. Yeah, they're doing the registration, all that stuff.
I see you also have a lift. So if you can walk the stairs, you can actually use the lift, the elevator. So which one are we going to use?
We're using this elevator.
All right.
There you go.
So we are on another floor.
Yeah, this is the floor that holds the theater.
Okay.
But we have several rooms that when you're having or event in the theater, you can use these for other multi-purpose stuff that you want to do, secretariat, you want some important guests come, you want to host them before entering the theater. So those rooms are just used for different. Like for the West African College of Surgeons, they open a secretariat up here. They have the president who gain one of these rooms for
they use
office.
office, okay.
Yeah, the secretary general, the treasurer, all of them occupying this room up here.
So
Also have a bathroom too on the floor. Yeah.
All right, but let's get to the theater.
Welcome to True Liberia, and today we are just right at the junction of the road leading from the Cape Protocol Bridge, coming down all the way to Douala and beyond to the Simple Bridge. The most problem that it is faced with, because when it rains, there's nowhere for the water to go. So as a result, we found out that this entire road will always be in a deplorable condition. So as of 2023, True Liberia and shared our broadcast as we bring you the latest development as it relates to the construction of roads and other infrastructure developments in our country. It is still ongoing. So as you can see, gradually it is being worked on. View and follow as we take you beyond. So as you can see it, so this is how it's going to be looking like. Sit in it, very deep enough to take the water all the way down where it should go. in a good condition. So let's take you all the way down the Freeport end. Prince Gate. So keep watching and keep following through Liberia. Keep following. And as you see, how is it? They are working gradually, going. So this is how it looked like. Then we are going. We are going all the way down. All the way down. So
Dredging has commenced at the Freeport of Monrovia, the gateway to the Liberian economy, paving the way for bigger vessels to berth at the port. The dredging kicked off on 4 February 2020.
The much talk about dredging process has begun. I know there are many critics out there who've been propounding different views as it relates to the dredging of the port. Realistically speaking, the port should have been dredged somewhere around September. But knowing that tides are higher during the rainy season, that's not the best time to dredge a port. So we talk with our partners, informing them that dredging will be done in the dry season, whereas the tide will be low. So it will tell the people that want to go 13 meter, will go exact 13 meter. And when the rainy season comes, the 13 meter could go up to 16 or 17 meter because the tides get higher and then the depth is lower, so you could get 16 meters.
But while the port is being dredged, some vessels will still berth, thereby continuing economic activities while solving the problem.
Henceforth, all vessels berthing at the Freeport of Monrovia should be 10 meters below because we have cetacean. Cetacean is the coming out of the sand getting wet and then taking part of the depth of the port. So cetacean has caused us now to decrease the kind of vessel that we berth at the port.
The last time the Freeport of Monrovia was dredged was in May to June 2017. Van Ork, which is said to be the world's third largest dredging and marine company, is the company currently dredging the Freeport of Monrovia.
It's the third largest and best dredging company in the world. So they have the expertise to perform the duty that they are going to perform.
Are there plans to further utilize the services to dredge other ports in Liberia?
We are doing the dredging of the port, and that's not the only port. We are negotiating with them to also enter Sano for our Greenville. We got a lot of logs coming from there. Most of the ships that berth to Sano, they cannot take all the logs, so they have to come to Buchanan or come to Monrovia to take the remaining logs. We are negotiating with them to also enter the port of Sano or Greenville so that it's going to be dredged, maybe dredged up to 10 or 11 feet or 11 meters, I mean. So more besides that, we want to create the first inland or dry port in the Republic of Liberia. You know, Liberia used to be a major transit point. People from Malay, people from Guinea, people from Africa, they used to import their goods through Liberia. But because of the war and other things that came our way, they are no longer doing it. But the creation of the dry port in Ganta will make the people that are in Guinea who don't have to go 72 hours drive to Conakry. They can just drive 45 minutes from their farm, a rubber farm, and come right there to Ganta. And then the goods are taken from there and carried to the port of Buchanan or to the Freeport of Monrovia for export. So the inland port, we are working on it. We have purchased the land already. The land belongs to the National Port Authority already. We are looking for investors that come in, they are expressed their interest. We are trying to evaluate them. Pretty soon we'll try to select one of them who will take over and then maybe change that entire environment and create about 2,000 jobs.
With the illustrious MD, the Port Authority continues to strive to make the Freeport of Monrovia a vibrant economic hub of the country and the government of President George WEAH, a developmental giant in Liberia's history. The NPA has constructed a corporate headquarters.
The building is finished. We are now trying to put in office materials, and not sooner than later, maybe before the 15th of March, when you come here, you will not see us no longer in containers, has been done since 1949. You will not see us in makeshift building called offices. You will see us in a modern corporate headquarters that when you enter, you can compare with any corporate headquarters in any part of the world that what will be in. You know, this government has come in to improve the living condition of the people. The government has not come in to maintain things the way they were done before. So if you see the corporate headquarters, very magnificent building, and it gives a new picture to the environment called the Freeport of Monrovia.
The headquarters is just one of some of the numerous deliverables of this administration. What are some of those deliverables that the MD wants to be remembered for?
You know, there should be a legacy when Bilto is no longer at the Freeport of Monrovia. When people enter here and see this structure, they will say, yeah, this structure came here when there was a Bilto over here, was the managing director, or the direct guardian of the excellency that the George Bannon WEAH. When people go to Ganta, Akbuapa, and enter the inland port, since independence, we have never had a dry port in Liberia. And that will be one of the major dry ports in West Africa. I want to remember that, look, the creation of the dry port, it came into being on the leadership of Honorable Bill Tuawe. I want to remember that Vanor, the third largest and best dredging company in the world, when they dredge the port here, I don't want to see it after 2 years, people start dredging again. I want to see it that after 5 years, let us have the value for money. They will not dredge it like before. Then after 2 years, citation, we need to dredge it again. After 1 year, ship can come, you want to dredge it again. We want to dredge the port, and after dredging it, let the length of time before it can be dredged again be at least 4 to 5 years. I want to remember as one of the managing directors here at the Freeport of Monrovia who go into our the contractors and could talk to anybody who are not taking himself to be a demagogue and, you know, over everybody, but who are interacting with everybody and getting idea from them and then using the idea, and the idea he benefited from them to say, yeah, Bilto, we're doing well. The idea are not really 100% the creation of Bilto, but Bilto was still an idea from people. And